Delhi continued to witness very poor air quality for the second day in a row. The air quality index of the national capital stood at 382 on Wednesday morning, according to the System of Air Quality and Weather Forecasting and Research. In some areas, the air quality plunged to severe category. According to reports, Delhi University's North Campus area recorded an AQI of 441, Pusa Road reported an AQI of 379, the Mathura Road reported the AQI of 422, Lodi Road and IIT Delhi of 367. The air quality in the national capital remained on the higher side of the very poor category on Tuesday, with an overall air quality index logged at 381. Reeling under the impact of rain fury, trouble may not yet be over for Kerala and Tamil Nadu as showers are expected today and tomorrow due to the low pressure area formed over the Bay of Bengal and its neighborhood. The IMD said isolated extremely heavy falls about 20 cm are very likely over different districts of central and northern parts of coastal Tamil Nadu till November 10th, adding that the intensity of showers would decrease to isolated heavy falls from November 11. Five districts, including Kudalur, Viluppuram, Shivganga, Ramanathapuram, and Karaikal, have been put under red alert for Wednesday. According to the Indian Meteorological Department, Karaikal and Nagapattinam in Tamil Nadu recorded over 20 cm and 50 cm rainfall respectively against the extremely heavy rainfall warning for the state issued by the Met Department earlier. Waterlogging is being reported from Kolattur area in Chennai. The state, which has been suffering from heavy rainfall, has seen 5 deaths so far. India recorded more than 11,000 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours, taking the active caseload to more than 1,39,000. Active coronavirus cases in India currently stand at 0.41%, the lowest since March 2021. The recovery rate is currently at 98.25%. At least 11,961 people have recovered in the last 24 hours. The total number of people who have recovered is more than 3 crore 37 lakhs. Active cases account for less than 1% of the total cases, currently at 0.41%. The active caseload now stands at more than 1,39,000, which is lowest in 264 days. Vice Admiral R. Harikumar will take charge as the new chief of the Indian Navy after the incumbent Admiral Karambir Singh retires on November 30th, the Defence Ministry announced on Tuesday. Vice Admiral Kumar is presently serving as a flag officer commanding-in-chief of the Western Naval Command. The government has appointed Vice Admiral R. Harikumar, presently flag officer commanding-in-chief, Western Naval Command, as the next chief of the naval staff with effect from the afternoon of November 30th, the ministry said in a statement. Vice Admiral Anil Kumar Chawla, the flag officer commanding-in-chief of Southern Command, is the senior-most officer after Admiral Singh, but he is also retiring on November 30th, officials said. After Vice Admiral Chawla, Vice Admiral Kumar is the senior-most naval commander. The Board of Control for Cricket in India on Tuesday announced a 16-member squad for the T20I series against New Zealand at home. Rohit Sharma has been named as the captain for the T20I side, while KL Rahul will be his deputy for the 3-match series starting November 17th. Virat Kohli, who stepped down as T20 captain after India's early exit from the T20 World Cup, has been rested. Rohit Sharma will join hands with newly appointed head coach Rahul Dravid, who will take over from New Zealand series. India will play 2 test series after the T20 series, but the BCCI is yet to announce the test squad. India have not made wholesale changes to the squad in the T20I format despite their disappointing run at the T20 World Cup in the UAE.